as we'll see Tom Brady and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Baker Mayfield and the New York Jets.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 17 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, New York.
This is Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Ezekiel.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Mayfield.
7-yard line.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
15. And the Jets, first down.
Here's Elliott. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than made a great play there.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Jacksonville serve, 4th down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Good. Makes the score Jets 3, Jaguars nothing.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He's tackled it.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield, and that's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. To try again after the sack. Brady throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's good for another Jacksonville first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Brady now on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mixon with a first down carry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Eric Henry.
That's a really the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit. High. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jones on the return. The Jets take over first and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down at the 41.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
On the pickup.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Mayfield on play action. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. David Moore, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Brady now to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gain of 39 on third.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Brady now on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
There's Jones on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
29-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we've reached the intermission. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Jets 10.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Here's Landry. And able to get this out to the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
33-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Pass complete to Dawson Knox.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
First down, Mayfield. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
They're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Brady will try again on second down. Making the catch is Sternberger. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And 6.
Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 7.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. And again, it's Mayfield finding Knox there, complete. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, New York.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets, 17.
Mayfield on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Mayfield. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
New York ready to go again offensively. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now he'll throw with Brady. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll give it to Mixon, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another try for Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now this time, Brady will throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Peoples Jones on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throw complete to Herndon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Brady going to look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaunt.